Alright, welcome once again. This is probably the second to the last session of the applied copywriting course. And if you have been following so far, you would see that you've learned a lot. Yes, you've learned a lot. And I believe that if you actually follow the lessons and you put down notes, like it will be very, very sorry if there's somebody here who actually passed through this course but doesn't have any note, like you didn't put down any note. Like this is the 7th session and you don't have any note, like a 20 leaves note or even 40 leaves is not filled up yet. Like I'm very sorry for that person. Because point is that a lot of people would complain that they don't have content. I have no content to share. What kind of content would I share? In fact, the very first content idea for starters is exactly your learning process. What are you learning currently? What are the things you learned? From what you learned, what are the things you want to share with people? So the importance of sharing your learning process is, number one, to get people aware that you're actually learning from a source. Like Google is not your teacher. Yes, so many people here online, their teacher is nothing more than Google. Yes. So how reliable is your knowledge? Tell us your source of knowledge. Tell us what you are learning. It's a content idea. In fact, I believe so well that if you actually put down notes, you have a lot to share and even sell. Yes. So, get your note again, get your pen. If you've not been writing anything down, like you have the replay at the tip of your fingers. So go back to the replay, go through it again. A lot of people will attend, sessions like this and they only come with, come to reason as if it's just a movie you come to watch. No. If you pass through a course, let the course pass through you. So the conventional learning method a lot of us are exposed to in our universities are not going to work when it comes to learning a skill. You can't just walk into the class, listen, then you go back. It cannot work for you like that. How it's going to work for you is to put down notes, then go over your notes, let it sink into your subconscious. That is when you'll be able to use it when it comes to implementation. I hope you get that. So far so good. You've learned a lot. And today we want to discuss copywriting process. Okay. So if you can hear me, type it in the comment section. Type copywriting process in the comment section. Type copywriting process in the comment section now. So copywriting is a process procedure. Okay. It has process. If you try to skip any part of the process, you are not going to experience the result. So don't think it too far. What is the result copywriting actually delivers? It gives you money. The result of copywriting is conversion. The result of copywriting is money. That is why we call copywriting conversion writing. Okay? That is why we call copywriting conversion writing. You can hear me type conversion writing. So copywriting is not the same as content writing. Content is for engagement. Content is for likes and shares. Copywriting is conversion writing. The result is money. The result of copywriting is money. The point is that it is a process procedure. If you try to skip the process, you are not going to experience the result. Okay. So, in fact, it has pre-process. What are the things you need to do before writing? What are the things you need to do after writing? I don't know if I actually said this in the last session that we want to go over again, or I said it in previous sessions before that copywriting is not just about writing. No, copywriting is conversion writing. It's not like academic writing. It's not like the journals, the papers, the articles, professors, PhD holders write. No, it is not an academic writing. If it is just about writing, I wouldn't have been able to do it. If it is just about writing, most of your professors, most especially the English professors, they will be millionaires right now. They will be extremely rich. I hope you get that. It's not just about writing. It is about conversion. It is about collecting money from clients. It is about money. It is not just about that writing there. You shouldn't be deceived by it. It's not just about writing. So it has a process. You have things you need to do before writing and things you need to do after writing. Okay. So the things you need to do before writing are what we refer to as the pre-copywriting process. Pre-copywriting process. So please understand the process so that you can use it and get results for yourself. No matter what you want to sell, I don't care whether it is a class, whether it is a webinar, whether it is an ebook, whether it is coaching, whatever, a physical product, a digital product. The process is the same. If you try to skip the process, you're not going to experience the results. So the very first thing you need to do as part of the pre-copywriting process is to ask yourself this question. What promise can I make that none of my competitors can make? What promise can I make that none of my competitors can make? In any offer you put out, you would have competitors. Whether it is a physical product you are selling, whether it is a digital product, you would have competitors. So people who are selling that kind of thing. So you want to ask yourself, what can I promise my potential buyers that people who sell this kind of offer, this kind of product, they can never make that kind of promise. So what promise can I make that they can never make? That is what we are talking about. That's the very first thing. Okay, for me, when I'm selling my mentorship, high income copywriting, the promise I make and I always emphasize on is that after HIC, you will not look for any copywriting course again because you're going to get clarity and direction. You are not going to be so worried about money again. No. I'm very sure, super certain, there are testimonials, there are case studies from my mentees that after HIC, you will no longer worry about money again because you have the power to generate income on demand. It's a big promise that so many of them cannot make it. Okay, so if you want to sell something, you want to sell an offer, you want to sell a product, what is your promise? What kind of results do you want to promise that they cannot promise? I hope you get that. That's the first question you ask yourself, then you pen the answer down. The second one is, what is my offer? What exactly do I want to offer? We didn't plan this applied copywriting course to actually capture offer creation holistically, okay? Offer creation is an integral part of copywriting. Yes, if you don't have an offer, there will always be a problem. I don't want to know. You could be the best copywriter. You could have the best words to use to persuade your potential buyers. But the best offer, good offer, let me put it this way. A good offer plus a bad copy will convert. A good offer sold with a bad copy is going to convert. It's going to convert hugely. A good copy used to sell a bad offer is not going to convert. But if you have a good copy plus a good offer, you have massive conversion. And up to now, so many people don't understand offer creation. So, and that is why one of the things I've promised people who pay for the applied copywriting certificate of achievement is that I'm going to give you one of my best offer creation practice in form of a video session where you get to understand what an irresistible offer is. How can you make your offer irresistible? What are the elements you need to put in place to make your offer irresistible? What are the factors that determine irresistible offer? Okay, so it's not going to be for everyone, of course. It's going to be for people who actually apply for applied copywriting certificate of achievement, coupled with being or becoming the copy legend. Okay, so but you want to ask yourself, let me quickly make some things clear to you there. You want to ask yourself, what offer is this going to be? Number one of asking yourself what is going to be my offer is that, is it going to be a mentorship? Is it going to be an ebook? Is it going to be a course? Is it going to be a webinar? Is it going to be consulting? Is it going to be coaching? Is it going to be membership? All these are forms of offer. Okay. All these are forms of offer. So if you can answer that, that is when under that is when you are now going to answer the question, how can I make the offer irresistible? Okay. So irresistibility of an offer is actually determined by a number of factors. So we are not discussing that here now. Okay. If you want to learn about that, just apply to be one of the copy legends, or simply say apply for applied copywriting certificate of achievement. So I'm going to give you a piece, one of my best offer creation practice. So for you to learn that and attain a greater height. So offer has various forms: membership, mentorship, coaching, courses, classes, applications. Okay, so those are forms of offer. But how can you make it irresistible? Another question. So, but the third question now is, what story can I tell? Now, after determining your big promise, what is the promise you want to make? Please, when I'm talking about promise, a lot of people they tell lies. Yes, most especially the newbies in affiliate marketing, they tell lies. They say things they are not even up to. And a 7-figure blah blah blah, 7-figure copywriter, 7-figure online marketer will teach you all this, teach you this and that and all that, when they've not even earned 6 figures online. When you are even struggling to get your first client and you are calling yourself 7-figure entrepreneur, you are telling lies. Copywriting scholars of the past, they used to warn against telling lies. You cannot find your way into people by deceiving them. You may successfully, sell them something now, but you are not going to sell more later. So don't be a liar. Copywriters are not liars. Liars are not copywriters. Okay. My students don't tell lies. I don't train people who tell lies. Okay. So never be a liar. If that promise you cannot fulfill it, please don't make it. Because you can make that sale, but you won't make more sales. Meanwhile, your credibility is most important. Why would you tell lies because of short-term enjoyment? No, I tell my students, my mentees, think long-term benefit, not short-term enjoyment. Most people will just tell lies to sell now, and that is why they never sell more. Yes. Write it down. Clients will pay you for what you do, but they will stay with you for who you are. Clients will pay you for what you do, but they will stay with you for who you are. Why do you think some people here have been following me since 2019? Some since 2020. They've been following me. Moving with me from one webinar to another, from one offer to another. They want to buy all my offers. They want to be among my mentees. They want to sign up for my membership and all that. Why? It is because of who I am. It is because of what? Who I am. Who you are is more important than what you do. Some people are not following. Write it out if you can hear me. Clients will pay you for what you do, but they will stay with you for who you are. Why do you think so? I have walked some people from buying low ticket offers to buying my unfair secret system to paying for my mentorship, then to membership again, where they have lifetime access to my knowledge, my wisdom and experience. Why? It is because of who I am. So who you are is infinitely more important than what you do. Yes, you may not be making money now. It is not compulsory. Please write it down. It is not compulsory. You have made millions before you teach people how to make money. You are selling results. You are not selling lies. Okay? You are selling results. It is just like, it is not compulsory. You have acquired so many clients before you are able to sell a high ticket. I'm going to make that aspect clear to you. It's very important. I want you to understand this aspect, because what I see online today, it puts tears on our eyes. Like, what has the online marketing turned out to be? Like, exactly what? A lot of liars, a lot of dubious people, a lot of people who are only after their own pocket. They are only after what to eat. You don't necessarily have to have become a millionaire before you teach people how to make money. You are selling your wisdom. You are selling your what? Your wisdom, not your bank account. You are not selling your account balance. Most people sell their account balance. Go and look at the landing pages of these so-called affiliate marketers. They persuade you with their account balance. I will not do so. That is why you will see it on my landing pages. I say, I'm not going to fool you. I'm not going to persuade you by showing you my account balance. It doesn't work. That thing is only used to attract people who are hungry for money, not for success. So you don't necessarily. That is why you cannot go out there and say, Abdul Latif, the 7-figure entrepreneur, is about to organize a class. No. When you know that you've not even earned 50,000 online, don't call yourself a 7-figure entrepreneur. Okay. There are valid ways, legal ways to persuade. That one you are saying and you've not attained it. It's not persuasion. It's manipulation, falsehood, telling of lies. Gary Albert and the likes, they warned against it. That is why they used to say in the first day of our workshop, we used to warn against telling of lies. You want to tell a story in your copy, never tell lies. You want to make a claim, never tell lies. And think about it. So many testimonials out there are fake testimonials from so-called copywriters just to sell you something. I hope you get that. So it is just like that thing is a similitude of, okay, you learned a skill now. Let's say you learned graphic design, or you even learned copywriting. Yes, after this applied copywriting course, you could get a gig from somebody. A business, an entrepreneur can hire you to write copy, and you get paid. Not even per time, but per result you deliver. You can become a corporate copywriter whereby you work for a brand. That's what I call brand copywriter, okay? So these people don't need 5 years experience. Even if they ask for it, you can't fake it. You can't tell them, I have 5 years experience when you've just finished taking applied copywriting course by Alpha Chemistry. No. Always remember this. This is a high ticket mindset that you are not going to sell. You are not selling your account balance. You are not selling the number of years you've been in that skill. You are selling results. So if he asks you, how many copies have you written in the past? How many brands have you worked with? You want to be sure. Why are they asking these questions? They want to be sure you can deliver results. Okay. So why not tell them that, what if we could have a clear scope of work? And I guarantee you the results. Like, truth be told, you are the first client I will get. You are the first client. I have never worked with a client in the past. But what if we could have a clear scope of work? And I make a promise that I'm going to get you XYZ results. You wouldn't be open to that kind of deal, would you? That is a high ticket question that you ask. You can even, continue and tell them that, you see, most copywriters, like copywriters who have, long-time experience, worked with so many clients, they will have so many engagements. Unlike somebody like me who is working for you alone, I have a lot of time to put on your copy and get you the result you want. So if you do that and you request to be paid by a result, you've taken away the risk. Yes. Their fear is that, can you actually deliver results? They are not just after the year of experience. The objection is about the result you can deliver. So have a clear scope of work with them. Give them a promise. Seek to be paid per result. Boom, you get the gig. And if you deliver a great job, the brand could continue working with you for long. They have an idea, the kind of result you can deliver. No brand, write it down, no brand wants to leave a skillful personnel that can deliver the results. No company will believe you if you can deliver results. They're not going to believe you. So you don't tell lies. So if you're not going to tell lies to somebody who wants to employ you or who wants to hire you, you wouldn't tell lies as well to your audience, the people you want to sell to. So many people tell lies to their audience to sell to them because they don't even understand what it means to have an audience. They see their audience as eat them now and look for another one. No, I don't eat my audience. I don't eat them up. No, I grow them. If I sell you something now, I'm selling you something that will make you grow. In fact, that will make you grow to a level whereby you can pay me $1,000 or even more than that. Okay. But so many people, they just sell to their audience to eat them up. And once they do that and they find themselves successful in doing that, they look for more audience. They keep looking for more audience. That is why they are not getting returning customers. So you don't want to do that. That is why when you are making your promise, or when you are writing this down, what promise can I make that none of my competitors can make? Please don't tell lies. Never and ever tell lies. What is my offer? So the first thing under what is my offer is what form. Decide the form of your offer yourself. For someone like me, I like, if it is a class or a course, I like it to be a free masterclass, just like this. Okay. So if it is a book, I sell my books most of the time, and then mentorship is a high-end offer for me. So you signing up for my mentorship means that you want to stay with me for life. So you want to get everything at once instead of, taking little courses, spending little money. You know that minimum wage mentality. So whereby you gamble success, you keep gambling success, spending little money for a long period of time, and yet not getting results, not getting clarity, not getting direction. So those are my own offers. What offer are you actually putting out? And how can you make that offer irresistible? Okay. So if you answer that, then the next question you want to answer is, what story can I tell? What story can I tell? Yes, behind every irresistible offer, there is always a true story. Write it down. Behind every irresistible offer, there is always a true story. Yes, there is always a true story. You have to tell a story. Oh, what story can I tell? How can I craft my story? Tell any story. Craft it anyhow. But make sure that the story is genuine. Make sure that your story is valid. Yeah, your story is valid. For somebody like me, most of my stories used to be, I have been in online marketing since 2011, since 2007, from 2007 to 2018, I didn't make a dime online. I did this, I did that. I used to tell that stories a lot. Yes, I tell that story because I know what I went through during those periods. There are periods of hardship and suffering. And I know that if you really want success, that story would resonate with you. You don't want to feel like me. You don't want to stay that long, 11 years online like me, without getting results. I hope you get that. So I like that kind of story, and I always make it short. So you are not to write a page of story. It could even be 2 lines, just 2 lines. The best story please write it down. The best story in your copy, in a sales copy, is a story you tell and you never complete it. The best story in your copy, yes, is a story you tell and you never complete it. So you keep them in suspense, then you walk into the real thing you want to sell. So that is how we craft the story. So we just go into it. I don't know if there's let me show you something. Let me show you something. So I want to show you something. Please, who is using the audio? Please put up your audio. I don't know if this is the landing page. Oh, sorry. I think I've made a mistake here. So I want to show you a copy. And that's the copy I used to sell my unfair secret system. Okay, no, not the unfair secret system. Not the unfair secret system. Okay, let me show you the one I actually used to sell the unfair secret system. In here as well, I told a story. You would hardly see me write a sales copy without telling a story. I will make you rich. You can type it on your own browser as well. I will make you rich.card.co. You need to get this unfair secret system. Yes, you need to have a copy of this secret system. So discover an unfair secret system that will increase your sales by 200% to 500% and make you an excellent choice to your customers in the competitive market. You can see. So I started by saying, would you love to learn how to make at least 1 million naira every month, deploy your skill like a professional, build authority and credibility, and attract high quality customers who not only pay you but thank you after paying you, all using WhatsApp? Yes, just WhatsApp alone. Then I said, then put aside all distractions. Read this letter with all concentration because blah blah blah. So look at it. This is where I'm actually going. For too long, you've been joining groups up and down, shouting, wow, amazing, value. Now it's your time to shine. So I walked them through the journey emotionally. Then I quickly told a short story. It took me, look at it. It took me 11 years to succeed in online marketing. Before I go deep into the story, here is one thing you need to know. There are secrets in marketing that we learn and never share with anybody. You can see, that story only covers this line. Period. And I walk them into the real subject of discourse. I hope you get that. The real subject of discourse. So, the best story you tell in your sales copy is the story you tell and you never complete it. Yes. So don't make it boring. People are not reading your copy to read a storybook. They are reading your copy to see what you have to offer. Yes, people like to buy. So once somebody jumps on your copy, like he wants to figure out, why should I buy from you? What can you offer? What is your promise? What is the story you want to tell? Is your story relatable? Can I actually resonate with your story? Does your value resonate with my own value? Okay, so that is that about that. So the next question is, what major emotions can I evoke? Yes, people, you must have had it a lot, that people buy out of emotion. People buy with emotion and they justify it with logic. Yes, when somebody jumps on your landing page, finds your sales copy, boom, his brain first connects with you. The brain will say, no, don't believe what he wants to say. Yes, there are so many people who have written a copy like this and they told lies. So once the brain tells him not to believe, then he's going to ask himself a question, like reading your sales copy, what offer do you have? What do you have to offer? What is your promise? Why should I believe you? Now my brain is telling me not to believe you because there are so many liars out there, but why should I believe you? What story do you want to tell? Let me see if your story is relatable. Okay, so I hope you get that. So what major emotion? Now, somebody is not just going to buy. That is why academic writings don't work in copies. You cannot write like a lecturer or a professor. Those kind of writings don't sell anything. That is why there's this thing we call copywriting tonality. Yes, a copy that converts, it has tone. You can see I've always emphasized that you go back and read my landing page. There is another one here, themoneytoolkit.crd.co. Go and read the landing page. Go and read the tone. The tone is very important. Not all tone converts. Not all tone converts. The tone, and you cannot develop a tone yourself. No. You have to first swallow the tone of your tutor, the tone of your coach, by reading his own copies so many times. Read his copies so many times. There's another one here, I'm going to share you the link to all these three random pages. Go and read it. So that's the first secret to evoking emotion. Your writing tonality. Your copywriting tone. What tone are you actually using to speak? You know, the way you will speak to your student in the class. Yes, is it the same way you're going to speak with your child at home? Is it the same way you're going to speak with somebody you want to marry, or probably your husband or your wife? No. That emotional tone must be there. And not only that, what particular emotion, how do you want them to feel as they read that copy? And the rule is that they must not feel comfortable. They must not feel comfortable reading the copy. Your copy, each word you use in that copy must touch their pain. That is why we've talked about finding out your client's pain points. And so many of you did not do that assignment. So many of you, I could count the number of people who actually did that assignment. It shows that some people are just here, come and reason, then go again, go and sleep, and start thinking that I don't have money. The resources are at your fingertip. Resources are around, they are with you already. You are the one not taking advantage of those resources. Somebody will just find its way, jump on the replay, and he wouldn't even stress himself, consume it, and execute dangerously, and get results. So you cannot be able to evoke emotion if you don't know what is actually paining them. And that one, you would have done the research earlier before even writing something. What is their pain point? Let me give you a practical example that will make it clear. If, let's say now, you are a relationship coach, or you have a group, a matchmaking group. So maybe you want to run ads with Facebook or Instagram, targeting single brothers. Okay, so that they can register on your platform, and you give them so many ladies they can choose from and all that. So simply say matchmaking. You have a matchmaking platform, and then you want to target those brothers. You want to figure out what is paining them. Somebody just wants to marry. Somebody is looking for a wife. Doesn't mean that the person just wants to marry. No. That is the surface pain. For everybody who wants to buy something, there is always a pain. And the pain has 3 levels. Most people, most especially newbie copywriters of today, their copies only touch surface pain. And the problem to that is that they don't make research before even writing that copy. They write their own copy out of emotion, out of desperation. Imagine. They write their copies out of desperation. They write their copy out of emotion. So instead of they evoking their reader's emotion, they are the one even emotional. I hope you get that. So if you make your findings, that person is not just willing to get married. Probably that person is the only son of his parents. Can you see the problem? Probably is the only son of his parents. So if he dies without having children, then the family has collapsed. That lineage has collapsed. That could be his pain point. He doesn't want to die without having an offspring, without having somebody who is going to inherit him. It could be that he not married yet is actually affecting his deen. It's affecting his iman. Maybe in school, maybe at place of work and all that. Those are the pain points. Those are the things you are going to speak to them. There was one one copy I actually put on my status not quite long. Yes, I actually did that to teach brothers, yes, single brothers, what they need to do while searching for their partner is that they should make dua a lot. So I talked about, I don't know if you actually noticed it. So I used a copy. Let me read out the copy. You will see how the copy carefully captured pain points. You will see how the copy carefully captured pain points of single brothers. Sorry, just exercise a little patience. I'm going to read it out now. Look at it. Oh. So I wasn't able to talk about it later. I wanted to bring out lessons from it. Yes, sales lessons from it. Even though I didn't craft it because of sales. I crafted it to teach brothers that they should ask a lot. Like, you can't say you want to get married or you need something and you're not asking Allah in tahajjud. So I said, are you looking for a mashallah sister that will support you both emotionally and spiritually? Do you often see nikah invitations, couples and newborn babies, and you feel like, Allah, when? Do you believe you have what it takes to be an Abu? But all that remains is you locating your half of deen. Worry no more. She's very close to you right now. Just click the link below to get her location. Now, I want to ask you, if you are a brother, and you are searching and you see this kind of copy, are you going to click on it or not? Are you going to click on the link or not? Yes, even though it's a short copy, it captures what? Pain points. So imagine we are now writing a full sales letter for it. We'll be able to capture so many pain points. So many pain points. That is how to evoke emotion. But how did I figure out the pain points? I have answered that question in one of the previous sessions. And most likely it's going to be the quiz question on Friday on my Instagram page. So I think the quiz would be something like, mention 2 ways to figure out the pain points of your target customers. I've answered it. I'm not going to mention it again now. So you can just go back and listen. Go back and listen to those sessions. And don't worry, inshallah, by the time I put out the question and we state the period to answer that question, I will tell you the exact session. I actually mentioned it so that you wouldn't stress yourself much finding out the valid answer. Okay, so that is how to evoke emotion. Not just randomly thinking in your head that this could be the pain point. Or let me just write it anyhow. If you write it anyhow, you get anyhow result. Okay, you get anyhow result. It's not magical. No, it's not magical at all. So then the next thing is, what is my major argument? Yes, for every sales copy, there's always an argument. In fact, arguments. But what is your major argument? Yes, like I used to sell. Yes. And I'm still saying it. You see, the best thing you could do for yourself is to apply for HIC. What's my argument? The online space is not somewhere you can just be. You want to walk it alone. I worked it for 11 years and I didn't get results. Chances are that so many people who are going to quit what they are doing currently in the next 4 or 5 years. Why? It's not because they are not hardworking. It's not because they are not smart or they are not intelligent. It's because of lack of clarity and direction. They don't have somebody who already has that kind of result they want to get, who can walk them through the journey, answer their questions. They don't have somebody they can call at any time. Like, this is what I want to do now. How can I do it? What do I need to do to get results? So many people just want to get results. They don't know what to do and how to do it. Or probably you've even known what to do. But who is that person that's going to give you both internal and external motivation? Who is that person that would push you to work when you don't want to work? Who is that person who has influence you want to leverage to get results sharply without spending too much time brainstorming yourself? You don't want to put yourself in difficult situations. You don't want to get the result in a hard way. You don't want to get the result late, such that you don't even have much to enjoy. You don't have much time to enjoy it, and after a while you just die. Yes, so many people, they just keep struggling. They just keep struggling with hope, and they don't even know if next year or next 5 years they would have got that result, or they will just die. Maybe you die physically, maybe you die by quitting and all that. So, what is your own argument? What's your argument? I believe in teaching people what they need to do to get results without collecting money. Just like this. This program cost me a lot of money. So, but I so much believe that for you to get results on time, timely results, you need a mentor. You can't succeed online without a mentor. And not just any random mentor. Not just a mentor by mouth. A trustworthy mentor. So, you putting out your own copy as well, you want to ask yourself, what is your argument, your major argument? So for me, it is that I'm very sure. I'm not going to promise you that when you take HIC or you sign up for my mentorship, you're going to become a millionaire. You just blow like that. But I'm damn sure, because you can't argue with results. I'm damn sure my mentees are there, that HIC is the exact difference between you getting rich quick and dying poor. There are so many of my mentees right now, they even charge way more than me. They charge way more than I do. That is the power of clarity. That is the power of direction. So, and then the pain of buying an expensive offer will go. It will die off if you get results. But the pain will be there forever when you buy a cheap offer and you don't get results. People will not remember the price anymore. It is either the pain or the enjoyment they will remember. So if you get results, you buy it expensive and you get results, you remember the enjoyment. You always say, oh wow, I wish I had done this earlier. So what is your own argument? Why putting out your copy? What is your argument? Make it brief, make it short, don't talk too much, so that you will not end up talking yourself out of the talk. Now, the question number 6 is that, what are the risks involved? Yes, what are the risks involved? What are those things that can stop them from taking action? Yes, what are those things that can stop them from buying, from making buy decision? So if it's a course you actually want to sell, some people might just be like, What if I'm not able to attend the live session? Yes. Maybe for HIC now, you might be thinking that, okay, since HIC is a live mentorship program, what if I miss a session? Of course, if you miss a session, you get replay, you get access, lifetime access to HIC sessions. Not only that, after a while, you even have access to previous HIC sessions. The set before you, you get access to their sessions. So you have wide range of experience. What if? Those what if are the risks. And you need to answer them earlier before they ask you. What if this? What if this? What if I sign up for HIC and I don't make money? You see, HIC is not a get-rich-quick program. So you are answering it well. HIC is not a get-rich-quick program. But it is the exact difference between you getting rich quick and dying poor. You can't argue with results. HIT students are there. You can call so number. Call any number here to find out what exactly HIT stands to offer you. What if? Those are the risks. Think well. The more risk you can eliminate, the more sales you can close. The more risk you can eliminate, the more sales you can close. Most people, they never eliminate any risk in their copy. In fact, they write a copy and feel too excited about it. And they end up not making sales or not making good money with the copy. They feel too excited. They don't think about the risks. The risks are the possible objections, not real objections. Real objections break the heart. But possible objections, you preempt the objections and answer it earlier. One of the best ways to answer those objections, take away the risk and put it on your own shoulder, is to put it in question and answer form. Frequently asked questions. Okay. What if I don't want to become a copywriter? You see, HIC is not even just about being a copywriter. Yes, there are so many people in HIC who are not copywriters. Yes, in HIC we have entrepreneurs from different backgrounds. We have video creators, video editors, we have importation coaches, we have people who are, Arabic scholars. We have research consultants and all that. These people are not copywriters, but they are applying copywriting in their own field. So HIC is not just about copywriting, it is about how to make money legally, legitimately online, predictably and consistently without fail, with clarity and direction. Sorry, it could be the network from maybe my end or your end. So, I hope you get that. Those are the risks. So, the next question is, how can I eliminate the risks? And I told you, the more risk you can eliminate, the more sales you can close. And what is the method? One of the methods to eliminate risk, to handle the objections, is to use frequently asked questions. Okay, don't wait. Don't let the objection arise. Think about it. If this thing I want to sell, what is that thing that can make somebody not buy this offer? What can make them? What again? Write it down. 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 Then put it in question form and answer it. Okay. How can I make them believe my claims? Now, everything on your sales copy is a claim. Everything is a claim. It could be true, it could be false. So, to your reader, your potential buyer, they are all false until you justify it. Yes, to your readers, everything is a lie until you justify your claim. I hope you get that. So, how can I make them believe my claims? That is where you use testimonials, varied testimonials, case studies, research, statistics. Okay, yes, 1,000 people have paid for this class. When I started selling, when I opened registration for HIC mentorship, this current ongoing registration, I showed you testimonials from my mentees, case studies, what they say, what are people saying about Alpha Chemistry's mentorship, HIC mentorship. You all hear what they say. People pay me a lot of money, that kind of money, and they are happy doing so. So that is one of the best ways to justify your claim. Yes. My claim that HIC is the exact difference between getting rich quick and dying poor, that HIC offers clarity and direction. All those things are evident in testimonials, reviews from my students, my mentees. So in your own case, you may want to use case studies, you may want to use research and statistics. So maybe you are selling a copywriting course for the first time and you've not even got any students. Don't go and lie that 500 students have taken this course in the past when nobody has got it. Just go and get varied research and statistics that copywriting has changed the life of so many people. Don't put out an offer that you want to teach people how to grow their WhatsApp status views. And you now start telling lies that 1,000 people have taken your course in the past when nobody has taken it in the past. No. Just go and get statistics that, right now, WhatsApp has over 2 billion active monthly users. This means that people are gathered on this platform. And you know what? Wherever people are gathered, money is with them. In their pocket, in their wallet, in their bank account. Yeah, welcome again. So you can see that is statistics. You can even capture it from Google and put out the statistics boldly in your sales copy. You can screenshot where you found it. There are so many websites out there who focus on statistics, website statistics, app statistics like that. That is what they focus on. You get the statistics and then you put it in your sales copy. That is a powerful way, not just to sell, but to establish credibility. Please, you are not just selling now. A copywriter is not selling now. A copywriter is not selling now. A copywriter is selling full sure. Write it down. A copywriter is not selling for now. You are not selling for the purpose of selling now, making money now. You are selling for the purpose of making money in the full sure. Because no matter how crappy your copy is, no matter what you do, clients will pay you for what you do. But the question is, will they stay with you? It is who you are that will determine if they're going to stay with you or not. So you can't go out there, yes. You can't go out there and start telling lies to people. It's not going to work like that. Okay, it's not going to work like that. So, I forbid my students from telling lies. I hate it. Okay.
What kind of what?
Funny. How can I make them believe my claim? So we've talked about it. Okay. Does price really matter? You ask yourself. The price I actually want to sell this offer, does it really matter? To me, it doesn't matter. Your price doesn't matter. Okay. What matters is your promise and the result you can deliver. So, if there's somebody here who feels, HIC is too expensive, I'm not going to pay now. See, that's it. That is how you feel. Next HIC, you wouldn't even meet it at that price. Because to me, price doesn't matter. What matters is the result I can deliver. And I don't care. You can just decide to ignore it. I don't care. People who would jump on it, they are already jumping on it. And once we are done with this batch, we'll move on again. Some people will still pay. Because you can't argue results. And results don't hide. Results don't hide. They show when attention is shifted to implementation. So that is why price doesn't matter. Choose the price that is suitable for you. If it is a mentorship, a high-end program like HIC, I like charging high tickets because the result you want to get is also high. There are so many of them who made good money, but 10 times the amount they paid me after learning from me. Just after learning from me. So imagine. So that is why I don't care increasing my own price. I have just made it affordable for the right people. But for some people, it is still expensive. And that is for the wrong people anyway. So, does price matter? Your answer there should be no. Price doesn't matter. So, what price should I decide for this offer? It depends on the result you want to deliver. For my own book now, okay, guys, look at this book I'm about to launch on Friday, inshallah. With the high ticket online profile, yes. I made that book so affordable because it is on pre-order. Like, no, like it was just today I actually launched the copy and the sales copy, and it is not the final copy I'm going to use to sell the book. So by the time it is fully launched, boom, I put the price high. I start selling it at the exact price I want to sell it because I am too sure of the result you will get. I am very sure that people will read your profile and send you money. I'm just too sure about that. So that is why I encourage you to pre-order it and save yourself money, because you will still need it. One day you just wake up and your mind will tell you, yes, go and buy the book. And you will not find it at that price again. So does price matter? No, it doesn't matter. What is going to be my copy mechanism? Hey, yes, last session I talked about copy mechanism. Copy mechanism is very, 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 very important. But the fact is that you don't develop copy mechanism yourself. You steal your coach copy mechanism. So go back to my sales and copies and steal my own mechanism. Mechanism is how to. Let me tell you one thing I do when writing my copy. I'll first draft it. Let me tell you something. I'll first draft it. Sometimes when I'm now writing the copy, maybe I got here and say, and you always feel like those people are not better than you. Those people don't have 2F. Those people are not hardworking than you. They aren't even smarter than you. Then what gives them an edge? It seems they did something different. They put out an offer and people rush to buy. They put out something on their WhatsApp status and within 12 hours they got 1,000 views. Maybe I now jump from there and I say they create content and others start to buy. And you are right. They did something different. Then I now come back. After this, they did something different. And I said, it did not just happen like that. After reading my copy, I'll now be like, no, this one should come before this. This one should come before. I'll now rearrange the words. I'll rearrange the words. And that is why you cannot write a good copy if you write your copy in hurry. If you write your copy in hurry, you will not write a good copy. So the how to draw their emotion from the first paragraph to the next paragraph to the next paragraph, so that there will be coherence in the way you speak, and yet you will still be able to evoke their emotion. That is your copy mechanism. But for you to get the copy mechanism right, what do you need to do? You need to read so many samples of copies from your coach. So I'm going to give you the link, yes, to read. Go and read and swallow my sales copy. Swallow it. So when you do that, you get the tonality, you get the mechanism, you get so many things. You'll be able to flow. You'll be able to flow because we don't write copies like academicians. We don't write it like that. No, we write copies in an emotional way. But you wouldn't be able to get it yourself. The first copy you write will suck. It is very sure. The first copy you write, it will suck. So that is why, inshallah, the project you will do is that you are going to write a copy. So like I said in the beginning of this session, that we'll be having holding a webinar for people who sell internet data. So, and I want to set up a landing page for it. It's a free class anyway. So, but I don't want to write the copy myself. And I don't want any of my copywriters to write the copy. So I want somebody who actually want to pick the best of the best from people who attend applied copywriting course. So to write the copy we are going to use to promote that class. So if your copy is the best, then you become the copy legend. And you have a lot of things to offer. There are even some hidden gifts that I don't want to mention because I've come to realize that most people are only motivated by short-term enjoyment. So if I say that, we are going to dash you money, you see a lot of people will start, they will put themselves in it and they want to write the copy. No. I'm not going to say that. Even though there's a powerful, probably a cash price attached to it, I don't want to actually mention what it is. So, I know that wherever, I think we want to actually pick the best three. So, if your copy is one of the best copy, you've gained a lot. So, how to do that? Make sure you apply for the Applied Copywriting Certificate of Achievement so that you will be part. There's no way I would be sure that you actually cherish everything you've learned in this program if you then apply for the Certificate of Achievement. So we want to limit people who participate in this competition, this contest, to those who apply for the certificate. So thereabout, I told you I will give you one of my best offer creation practice where you get to see what an irresistible offer is. How can you make your offer irresistible as much as possible? Yes, and don't forget that this thing is a skill. You are learning it as a science and you are going to apply it as an art. If you don't apply it, you can't get results. You can't get results. It is not like your English language and or mathematics topic. Even mathematics is a skill. Even mathematics is a skill. So most people suck in math because when the math teacher teaches them, they learn and they never do anything about it. They never practice. If you are not going to practice this copy, why have you even come to learn in the first place? Why? So, be prepared. We'll send the how it's going to be, yes, the official question and the requirements. We might tell you that your copy should not be less than 250 words or so. I'm going to send it on our platforms so that you can start doing it. Analyze your copy yourself. Make sure that everything that we have mentioned as part of the pre-copywriting process, you've done it. Okay. So, And if eventually you are one of the copy legends, just start dancing and, jubilating that you've won a great deal of offer. Okay. So any question before we let's stop here. Any question? I'm gonna upload the replay as well, so that if there's anything you miss during the session, you're able to catch up with it. Alright. So good evening, guys. Have a wonderful night. Bye.